Hey, sweet friends, it's me again. How are you all doing? You've seen me a lot this week. Kicking it out this week. Anyhow, um, so as you saw on my weekend vlog, that my husband and I went to this cute little antique store in Kentucky. It was beautiful. Had lots of nice things. Very high priced. There were several things he tried to get me to buy, but I'm cheap and I like Goodwill prices. So sorry, I had a picture sitting there and my OCD doesn't like me to have things out of line or turned. So, and it was crooked. Anyhow, so we went there and I did pick up a couple things. And then I also went to Hobby Lobby the same day and got a few things. And I also received a Temu and Amazon order. So I thought what I would do is just do a quick little shopping haul with y'all. We'll do, look at me rhyming. We'll do the antique store first. So I'll show you what I got from the antique store. That way, if that's all you care about seeing, great. If you want to see what I got from Temu and Hobby Lobby, stick around. I'll show you that stuff too. There's a little backstory to a lot of things that I bought. So you'll get to hear those. But yeah, let's get into the haul. All right, let's start with the antique store. All right, so when we went there, they had this large panoramic photo. You guys probably saw me pick it up. My husband picked it up. It's like a class photo that the old times they did the panoramics, and they're very expensive. She had a really good price on it, but I really didn't have any place to put it to spend that kind of money on it. And yeah, I could have probably found a place, but I don't know. I was not in the mood to spend that much money that day. I just wanted to go and look and have fun. And I like more little trinkety stuff than I like big items, expensive items, if that makes sense. So I like little things that I can put in little nooks and crannies of my house and that spark joy when I see them. I walk by them and stuff. So that's exactly what I bought. I bought one thing and my husband picked out one thing. Well, he picked out one thing that he thought I would like and he really liked it. And so I bought it just because it is cute and it'll go in my kitchen. So we'll put it in there, probably hang my apron off the corner or something of it. But anyways, I'll show it to you. So first I'll show you what I bought. This is what I picked out. She thought she had a set of them, but we couldn't find the other one anywhere. And it's just this cast iron brushed sailboat. And the minute I saw this, it's a bookend. And the minute I saw this, I immediately knew I wanted it. I did pay too much for it, I think. But that's like I said, I am a Goodwill girl. So anything I buy, I think should be $1.99. So sue me. But the reason I love this so much is I love the movie Hook. I don't know if you've ever watched the movie Hook. If you haven't, you should. It's great. And it has Robin Williams in it. And I love Robin Williams. But this just reminds me of the bedroom in Hook. Like, I feel like this would be sitting on a shelf in there with books stacked against it. But it definitely gives me Peter Pan vibes. So I love Peter Pan. I love Peter Pan. And I'm a child at heart now. Like I said many times, God has given me my childhood back, and I'm enjoying all things childish. And I'm okay with it. So I bought this to go somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I don't know if it's going to go in here or if it's going to go in my living room or really where I'm going to put it. But it'll find itself a cute little nook to sit in. And every time I look at it, I'll think of Peter Pan and Captain Hook. And I'll be reminded of one of my favorite stories. So that is that. So that's what I bought. Loved it. I did pay $15 for it. I know, that's too much. I was hoping she was going to say like 10 or 5 would have been even better, but I was like 15 without the other one seemed a little high, but I loved it so much I didn't want to leave it. So, because the minute I picked it up, it just sparked excitement in me that, you know, oh, that reminds me so much of Peter Pan. Now, my husband, he knows that my kitchen has a lot of, I don't want to say country decor, but I'm kind of eclectic with my taste. I like primitive stuff and country stuff and like old fashioned stuff, things that were in your grandma's house or your grandpa's barn or, you know, whatever. Those are the things that I'm drawn to. And so I have some cow pictures in my kitchen and stuff like that. Well, he saw that that was cast iron and he was walking around and he found this. You've probably seen him hold it up. This cow hook. Now it is cast iron. She was $10. She's pretty good. Now I say she, it's probably a boy because I don't see any milk udders. But anyway, so we got her and I love her. She is very cute. And I think I'm going to hang her up on my wall in my kitchen and hang my apron from her. The apron that I use the most. I have several vintage aprons that I have hanging on my peg rack in there. But I think I'll just hang the main one I use right by my microwave on this guy. Girl, gal, cow. But he picked that out. And how could I not buy that when he picked it out for me? I mean, he walked around scouring stuff and he knows I like little trinkets and I wouldn't buy the things that I said I liked because they were way too expensive. And that's sweet. I mean, I don't get a lot of sweet out of him. So when I get it, I take it. Those little glimmers of beauty that God lets me see in his heart. So anyhow, so that's what I got from the antique store. I'm going to blab too much and this video is going to be like forever. Okay, I'm going to speed it up a little bit because I don't have a lot of explanation for a lot of this other stuff than what I'm going to use it for. Okay, as you all know, I like to do art. I like to challenge myself. So I've decided to try oil painting. I've done watercolor painting, acrylic painting, you know, what's the other? Gouache. I've done gouache, but I've never picked up an oil paint ever in my life. And so I want to do oil paint. So I'll do my next haul, which is, this stuff is Amazon. So this is a canvas panel. Instead of stretched over boards, this is just a pad of canvas that, like the ones you would see stretched over the board frames. It's not stretched. So I bought this. This is good for practicing. So that's what I'm going to use that for, is just to practice, get used to the oil paints and how they work, because I've never done it. For that, I also bought some gesso, because this is a sealant for whatever you put oil paint on. That's why oil paints are so expensive, because they require a lot of time and a lot of expense, and they're not the easiest thing to learn. So wish me luck. But that's gesso, Gesso. It's like an acrylic wash that you put over your whatever you're going to use, and it seals it so that the oil paints don't seep through and ruin whatever, because they do get nasty if they seep. So that's that. And then I did get some more Hemi gouache. I have a set of Hemi gouache paints. I'll show you what that looks like so you understand. It's this. And I've got saran wrap over them to keep them moist, because they do dry out really easy. So you got to kind of keep working with them. But I like to paint with them. Kind of looks like children's finger paints, but it's not. But white you use a lot of in here, because you have to mix white to lighten colors. Well, you don't have to. I know quite a bit of color theory, but still learning. But I still use white a lot. So we bought a whole tub of Hemi gouache white on Amazon. And then at Hobby Lobby, I got some cotton batting, because if you know, you know, my little mouse. I made I tore his ear, so ignore his ear, but I Made my little cotton ball mouse. He's made out of cotton ball, cornstarch glue, and wire, floral wire. So he is my little cutie mouse. His name's Oscar, but I want to make more. I want to make some elephants, more mice. So I bought some better cotton to make them with so they look a little bit better. I don't mind the cotton balls, but this will give me a smooth surface to work with the cotton balls. So there's that. And then I bought some oil paints. So these are not expensive oil paints. These are the Hobby Lobby set. And this is just to get me started. I have learned that when you paint, to buy the good stuff, because normally you're going to get frustrated if you try the cheap stuff because it doesn't look as good as the expensive stuff. But this is just so I can get the feel of it. They were $6. I got an extra white for $5.99. So also for this in this bigger tube. So this will get me started. It has all the colors I'll probably need because you know I like to do landscapes, and it has all the colors, primary colors, and all the warm colors that I need. And so I bought that. Those are just to start out with. If I like it, then I'll invest in some Winsor Newtons. And then I got some pink soap to wash my brush. I probably could have just used dish soap, but it's fine, you know. No big deal. And then I bought me an extra. I already have a smaller one of these, but I bought a big one so I can use it on my easel. And that is all I got from Hobby Lobby. So mainly my oil paints and then some cotton for... Oh, I lied. I got some lace. I think I already have some of this, but it's some little scalloped... I don't know if you can see. Some little scalloped lace. And I bought this to make little collars for my mice's clothes when I put clothes on them because it's so cute. And I'm a child like that, and that's okay. I earned it. All right, so next we have my Temu order. And these next three things are just things that I got for the fun of it, really. I know I have a little baby channel, but I love my channel and I love everybody. And I also want to kind of use my channel as a kind of a backdrop for, you know, whatever. And I mean, that's kind of a dumb thing to say, but anyhow, I thought this would be fun. And what I got was a rubber stamp with my, I don't know if you can see there, but it's my channel logo. So it's a self-inking rubber stamp. And I got that off Temu. I think I paid $4 for that. $5. Might have paid $5. I paid $3 for this. I do wax seals on cards and stuff and on little gifts and anything I send out to people because I like to gift things to people and I like to make it look cute. So a lot of the art I make or crafts I make, I tend to give to people, and then I put cards and stuff with it. And I just like the little wax seals. It makes me feel like I'm in a storybook. But this is my logo on that. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if the camera's focusing because I don't have my glasses on. But so that's that. I bought that for the wax seals. And then I also bought this because I was curious. I can't get it open. Anyways, it's this little thing like this. Comes with a little strap. And I thought it would be cool to put this on the back of my paintings along with my logo. And it's basically just my signature. I'm not going to hold that up because it's not necessary. But it's a self-inking signature stamp. And it has my signature on it. So, and I paid... I want to say $4 or $5 for that too. The cheapest one was the little wax seal stamp. This I think was the most expensive. And then this was, but they weren't, when I say expensive, like $5. And then on to the rest of the Temu. I wanted some mop brushes for my oil painting, and I accidentally ordered 2 sets, but then I realized that's not a bad thing because you can use these for acrylic and watercolor too. Now, I would probably never use these for watercolor because these are basically like blending brushes, but here's the brushes. And I paid for like 3 something or 4 something for these. I don't remember how much because it takes so long to get it. I forget how much I pay, and I haven't got my phone up with me. I think it's in the other room to look at it. But they're just basically really good mop brushes and blending brushes. And I needed some for the oil paints, but I got 2 sets of those on accident. I didn't mean to get this set, but I got 2 sets. So we'll use one for acrylic, one for oils, or I might use both for oils. And then another thing I got to give as little gifts are these little prayer quilts. I thought those were adorable, and those would be cute in a little gift, either for Christmas or for Easter, you know, whatever, a birthday. I don't know. I just thought they were adorable. I really thought they were bigger than that, but it's Temu, so I paid like $1.99, I think, for each of these. Not very much at all, but they're still, it's the thought that counts. It's really, really cute. And I got 6 of those. And then I got these cellophane bags because I've got some paintings I want to do, and I'm going to be mailing out to a few people. Some of them are subscribers. And so they're just gifts. And so I want to protect them in the mail. So this is the way. The last one I mailed, I put inside a card, so it was protected. But if I just mail the painting, I want to make sure it's in here. Next thing I bought, these are for wax seals as well. It's pretty packaging. But it's just like when you stamp the wax and you have the image inside, you can go in with this wax. It's not eyeshadow, it's like creamy and like paint almost, and it dries, and you rub it across the raised edges and it colors them. I got 2 different colors in that. I got silver, I think, and gold. They had like pink and blue and some other colors, but I got silver and gold because those are the main things I would. There's the silver. Those are the main colors I would use. So I got some of those because I've been needing some of those for a while, and I kept forgetting to order them when I'd make orders. And then, y'all, because I have a sticker fetish, I ordered animals and sweater stickers. They're so cute. I can't stand it. I didn't need them, but they were like $1. They're so cute. I think I paid $1.49 for them. Something like that. A bear, and they're so adorable. Such a sucker. Some more prayer quilts. And then I bought these stickers. And they're all like these. It's like rice paper stickers. I think that's what they call them. The clear ones, clear stickers. And it's these cute little, like, I don't know if you can see that. These little fat cats. Look at that. I think they're so cute. I don't even like cats, but these stickers were so cute I couldn't resist. And my daughter has cats. So, in fact, her cat there, that kind of reminds me of Danny Lynn, my little grand kitty. But I just thought they were adorable. Adorable little kitties. If you like kitties, you'll like these. They're just so whimsical and cute. I mean, who can't resist that? And they be cute inside a card for a birthday or something. I love stuff like that. Not necessarily for just myself, but I like to get things and give them as gifts, and it's just fun. And then I got some painter's earrings. These are like dangly earrings. Looks like a paint palette. I got those. I paid 95 cents for those. And then there's another prayer quilt. And then in this bag, I think I needed some more of double-sided roller tape. So I just ordered it from them because it was cheaper. It was like $2 for this and 2 refills. It comes with these 2 refills to put inside of them. So $2 is not too bad. These can get pretty pricey if you get them at the craft store. So I got that. And then I got this, which goes in your glue gun, but I'm going to cut them up because I have a little thing a little melting kit for my wax seals. And this is clear, so it makes a clear wax seal. And I thought that was really pretty because you can add glitter to them and stuff. It's so cute. So I bought those. And then I'm making such a mess. Another prayer quilt. And then I also bought these faux wax seals. And I use these for when I need a quick one. And I don't have time to get my wax out and do it. Not like I'm mailing out a last minute card or a letter or whatever. I love snail mail. And then the next thing in here is, what is this? Oh, these are more earrings. Let's see if I can get it open. Some of these bags are childproof, and I'm 5. So technically I'm 5'1". So my hands don't work properly, but so there they are. Oh, stop moving. There, I'll separate them so you can see them together. They're a little paint palette and a little cup with brushes. I think that's absolutely adorable. So I got those, you know, because I got to get into my artist feels because that's my new endeavor is painting. It's not my new endeavor. I've been teaching myself to paint and draw for a few years now, off and on. Like I'll pick it up for a few months and then, you know, I'll get busy and not be able to do it for a while, and then I'll have to get back into it and practice more. And it's kind of like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. So you have to kind of keep going with it. So as long as I continue to sketch and draw and paint on a regular basis, I keep my skill. But the minute I quit, then my skill, I have to go back and redo my skill set or repractice my skills. These are watercolor bookmarks, so paper. So I can paint on these and have an original painting on an actual bookmark, and I don't have to cut it myself. And they were not expensive. I think $3 for this. I think there's 50 in here or 100. I think 100. So yeah, so we're going to try those out. Now, they probably aren't the greatest of watercolor paper, but just for small little paintings, as long as you don't put too much water on them, they'll be all right. And then I got this beautiful 12 tissue paper for gifts because I love patterned tissue paper, and they had all different colors in this. I love this dusty rose. So I thought this would be cute for spring if I have any gifts or anything I'm sending out or making or doing for spring. I thought that would be cute because a lot of the gifts I make is for adults. Now I have my grandchildren, but they get the kids stuff. So, and then more jewelry because I want to wear my painter's jewelry. So most of these are all painter stuff. These are adorable. Ooh, the backs are coming out. Okay. They have the backs in the bag, but look how cute these are. Aren't those adorable? They're so sweet. I don't know if you can see them or not because the camera wants to focus on me. But yeah. So little palettes and brushes. Cute, cute, cute. Hopefully they don't turn my ears green. I'll have to coat them with some nail polish before I put them in my ears because I'm allergic to most metals, especially nickel. So if I coat them with some nail polish on the ends, it usually keeps me from breaking out. Clear nail polish, I say. You don't want to coat them with, I mean, of course, they're the backs, then nobody gonna see them, but really. And this is a pin. I have a banner that I collect these little enamel pins on. And I got this guy. He's cute. My little paintbrush. It's a little jar with paintbrushes in it. I think that's adorable. All right. So, lots of cute little painter's jewelry. And then last but not least, I bought, which I'm getting ready once I get off here and showing you guys, I'm going to swatch these on my color. I have watercolor paper up there that I keep swatches of what paints I have. And so I will be swatching these on my watercolor pads, my watercolor paper, because they're just little pearlescent watercolors. I have some similar, I think, but I don't think I have the colors that are in here. I might, but these are okay watercolors. No, I don't have these colors. I have some that are similar. See, I've got this pad of shimmer watercolors, metallics, whatever you want to call them. But these are more like ice colors. And so I'm excited to swatch those and see what they look like. I do have a set that I love that I bought off Etsy that I got one broken in here. Not broken, but it's got a piece chipped off of it. But these, I bought these off Etsy a long time ago, but these are neons. These are such beautiful watercolor paints. Oh my goodness. So pigmented and so pretty. But anyway, I know that's not, you know, whatever. But so I'm going to swatch those little, what did I do with them? Oh, they're there. I'm going to swatch those little watercolor paints when I get done here and be done with it. And then I might paint some. So I've had some requests to film my painting. I'm going to film, I may film it if I do decide to paint. And then I'll decide if I post it or not. You guys will have to let me know. Do you want me to post my painting videos if I film them? Just with like some relaxing music and maybe me chatting or painting and chatting. I don't know if I can do both at the same time. Sometimes I need to just concentrate on what I'm doing. But you guys will have to let me know. Are you interested in seeing me do a painting? Now, obviously, it wouldn't be the whole painting because that would take, well, I can get one done in around an hour, half an hour. Depends on what I'm painting. Watercolors, it's usually about 30 to 40 minutes. And if it's acrylics or gouache, it's about an hour. Just because I'm a little more careful with those. But the oil painting, that's days process. So we're going to see. But I'll still film the process of me learning if you would like to see that, of me learning how to use oil paints, because that's an undertaking. So, but I'm up for the challenge. I like to be challenged. So I may hate it and never want to touch them again. So you never know. I hated watercolors when I first touched them too because I didn't know what I was doing. Now I love them. So you just kind of got to learn what you like and how you like to do it. So kind of develop your own process and not let people influence you too much. Just kind of do your own thing. And there's no rules in art. You do what you want to do. A lot of people want to give you rules. The only rules you want to follow is how to clean up your mess and take care of your items. But other than that, how to paint it, it's all up to you. How to draw it, it's all up to you. But, all right, I'm going to clean up this odious mess. And don't look back there because my craft room is a disaster. I still have to do my bedroom refresh, which is hopefully going to come up soon because I need to get it done. And I have stuff stacked everywhere that needs to go in my bedroom. So hopefully we will get that done soon. And I can clean, excuse me, and I can clean up this mess. So wish me luck. All right, guys, it's been fun visiting. Thanks for watching this haul. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all got to see some neat stuff that you might like. I don't know. It might have been boring, but thanks for sticking around anyways. I love you all so much, and I appreciate you all so much. Remember, live a quiet life. Work with your hands. Mind your own business. Love God and love others, and y'all be okay. All right. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.